wine, and I'm gonna let the Roomba do the vacuuming. That's the beauty, that's the world we get to live in these days. Couple of presses on the button and away she goes. It gets under beds, it gets under chairs, it gets under sofas, it gets all the places that you want a vacuum to get, but you haven't lifted a finger. Now, I know we've all heard of Roomba, I know we've all heard of iRobot. Guess what? This is the latest and greatest, the most advanced, and even compared to, I want to say it was the 6 series. This model, the i3, this model is 10 times more powerful in terms of its suction than the most other high-end selling model from Roomba. So this is really exciting, and a couple of things I want to share with you while we let this one do its magic on the carpeted areas. You can do the hard floors, you can do a combination of carpets and hard floors, and we're going to show that to you. But while you're looking at this guy, I want to introduce you to the one with the clean base. This is an option, either or. You can do it with or without the clean base. Just the clean base sells for $250. And what that does, it literally not only brings your Roomba back to what I call the gas station to get recharged, it empties the darn canister and sends the dirt into this chamber so you never have to touch a single bit of the mess that Roomba's gonna pick up for you. And I'm gonna show you that you can do this through your phone, through a tablet, either or. By the way, I'm gonna show you the options. And we've got these on sale. So this is like $100 off of the i3. This is the most advanced, the EVO or the EVO WiFi Roomba. This is $100 off. We only have, I think, 550 of them at this point. This has been a hot seller the last couple of days. The one with the clean base, which is the way to go if you can swing it, because the base alone is $250. So we've taken $150 off of this version. We have, I think, even less than of this option. It's the same item number. It's either with or without the clean base. The item is 87843. But watch this. I'm gonna just show you how through technology, it's so amazing. It's gotten so much better. You just hit a button. This is an app that you'll download to your phone, and watch down below. You're gonna see, it just left its gas station. Watch, it's down there. It just left its clean station, and there you go. Then what you can do, again, I could be at work. I could be, upstairs in the bedroom and get the vacuum started downstairs. And when I get there, it's gonna all be clean. And if you want to pause in between, if you want to send it back to what I call its gas station, but in this case, it's the system that empties the canister for you and then puts it into the filtered bag inside. So I'm just saying, it is like one of the coolest things ever. I've always loved the Roomba because it, frees up your life to do things that we love to do. For me, it's about taking baths and having a glass of wine with a friend and letting it do the hard work, the vacuuming. But I'm sure many of you have loved yours over the years too. We're gonna get to the details. This is really limited and very exciting to offer the latest and greatest, most high-end Roomba on the market, on sale here at HSN. And by the way, free shipping and a month to try it, flex pay a little, get it delivered, and see what you think. Rebecca Wood is joining us from her clean home to yours.
I know. You know what? You mentioned about how by now we all know iRobot, we all know Roomba. But let me tell you, I think till you go a couple days, a week, a month, a year, without having to go and get that heavy upright, for me, even a broom, you don't really realize how life-changing it is. And I don't think I'm overstepping when I say life-changing. Callie, I did the math. And for me, every 3 days, I have 2 dogs, 3 kids. Every 3 days, I have to do all of the floors in the house, 90 minutes, right? This is what I would get in 3 days in my house. So you can see why I have to do it every 3 days. 90 minutes every single time. So for me, this beautiful robot is giving me 7.5 days of my life back this year.
Wow.
7.5 full days. I read a book for the first time in years, Callie. I mean, when I say life-changing, I think you can see what I mean. And you're gonna get that life-changing moment too. And after that, you're gonna be one of us that goes out and we just sing the praises of Roomba. Here's my favorite thing. I'm kind of a new owner, new enough to remember the magic of it, but long enough to know just how well it cleans, right? And I thought when I first got it, there is no way that this robot can clean as well as I do. Guess what, Kelly? It cleans better than I do. And I'm pretty proud. I am a clean freak, but at 45, I might not see all of the dirt that's out there with our dirt detect system. It always detects the dirt. It's going in this pattern, but I want to show you how much we're going to get and show you as it goes through. you're seeing right here. It's kind of hard because that's white carpet, but that is the first part of our patented three-stage cleaning system. It's right here. It's called the edge sweeping brush. Look at how long those are. This is why it's going to get into every nook and cranny of your house. And what it does is it pushes all of the dirt and debris into the area of the robot for that suction. 10 times the power of our popular 600 series.
Which is really impressive.
The second part.
Yep, go ahead.
Do you see it going? No, and then I wanted to show you the second part is what you're going to love too. This is our multi-surface flexible bristles. They're rubber. Nothing ever gets caught inside of those. And that's what's going to lift them up from even the highest pile carpets into the vacuum. And then we've got a high efficiency filter. Love it. That's going to take out the pet dander, the allergens like pollen, all of that. Now let's check and see how much we got here.
Okay.
It's going to be hard to see on a carpet, right? The white carpet. So I'm going to take that out. Look how easy it was to take that one press of the button. We saw all the coffee grinds. Look at plastic. There's a little plastic in there. There's dirt, there's dust, there's pet hair. When I tell you 10 times the suction of what was already our most popular series, you can see it's going to get that deep down clean every single time.
So the fact that these are the high-end, newest, latest, and greatest Roombas on the market, and we've got them on sale, $100 off here, $150 off of the self-cleaning system. That's the one I put to work in a moment ago. I'm going to just show you again. If you do it manually, and you can do it either way, but you do one of these. You just do a 1-2 touch, and then away it's gonna start cleaning, whether it's, around corners, under beds. When was the last time you cleaned under your bed? The dust bunnies that live there are horrifying, unless you've got a Roomba, and it is such a treat. It really is such a treat. It is better than having a housekeeper, and it sure is a lot more affordable when you think about that you could vacuum every day if you wanted to, but you don't remember having to do it because you didn't. It did. So again, it doesn't vacuum in the same traditional way that you and I do. I think we've all learned that over the years because Roomba's been around for a long time. We were probably one of the first to ever offer it, and here we are offering their best, newest, most advanced technology in this i3 system. And you can see how it just went around a corner. It went from a hard floor to a corner, or to a carpeted floor, to the corners, and it flicks everything right into its path. Now, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna resume the operation of this one because it's gonna go back to its docking station at some point, so it can go ahead, resume and then play, and then this one's gonna get started. So you can see how once it takes it back to its own docking station, that's the part that just blows my mind, Rebecca, because it really does do what none of us like to do, which is taking the canister out of the machine and dumping it into the trash can.
Right? Yeah, that was the one thing where you're like, oh, but I have to clean the bin. Now you don't even have to do that up to 2 months. I love it. And even the bag inside is high tech, of course, because it's iRobot. So as you're taking that bag out, the opening closes. So there's no dust or dirt flying. I love it. You talk about technology. Now, iRobot has been the leader when it comes to robotics and robotic vacuuming for 2 decades, and they are constantly upgrading and making everything against themselves better. That's what I love about them. But when I hear about technology, I don't want to scare anybody because they understand that we all understand technology differently. So if you just want to push this clean button twice, it will send it on its way. So the technology can be as little as you want it or as high tech as you want it, which I love. This app will even tell me, hey, it's a high pollen count day. How about you schedule another cleaning?
Yeah.
You can schedule the cleanings, which I did, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Or you can also send it out anytime with just the press of the button. I'm going to hit the vacuum everywhere. You're going to see it's going to go on its way. And you talked about it, how it came back to its base to recharge the gas station. Guess what? I have a really large downstairs. You're going to be seeing that. And what I love about it is it's going to go and clean as much as it can. Then it's going to be like, hey, I'm running a little low on battery. And it's going to send itself back to that gas station, as you call it. It's going to recharge. And then it goes to the exact inch where it stopped to resume its job. Callie, sometimes when I was using my upright, I couldn't even remember which room I left my upright in. So the fact that that's going right to that exact same spot, finishing the job, and then again, it'll bring itself back to charge. What you're loving there is that soft touch bumper. Never worry about it hitting walls or your cupboards or furniture and marking it, because when it senses it's going to come up against something, it slows down, cleans the area, moves away. And now you're noticing the cornrow patterns. So I have wood floors. It's getting every inch. But if you had carpeted floors, this does clean all floors. You're going to get those lovely vacuum lines, Callie. Those are so important, aren't they?
It's true. It gives you an indication of what a great job it really is doing. It's one of those like biggest treats in life. When you think about the little things in life that make your life better, I think most of us would agree having somebody else do the vacuuming would be at the top of the list. And I know we are limited, just to give you a heads up, and I know this is a lot of information. If you're just tuning in though, this is the latest and greatest. This is the iRobot Roomba i3 EVO. It's either with or without the cleaning base. Here we have, if you want the one without the cleaning base, this one we have we have about 500 of these. If you want one with the cleaning base, we have a little bit more than that, but it's less than 800, just double checking my numbers here, because it is one of those, I mean, talk about a treat for mom or a treat for dad. If it's Mother's Day, Father's Day, I mean, wouldn't your parents be just tickled? Maybe it's a combination for both mom and dad. And I mean, what a treat to not have to ever think about vacuuming again. All you do, I mean, either you use the app, use your phone, you use your tablet or your, your iPad, or you can manually do it. And I'll just show you how. I mean, it's still going to town. One touch, it stops. This one looks like it's gonna be on its way back to the gas station, as I like to call it. In fact, we'll show you what that looks like, because it really is cool how it not only comes back to recharge, there's a reason it's a taller base. It's actually emptying the canister for you automatically. It is like the coolest thing to me. In fact, just the base alone is $250. So to get the base and the i3 together at this sale price of $399, it's $150 off of the retailers. And by the way, free shipping, and that's saving in between about $15 and $20. So that's on top of it. And then of course, either 3 or 4 flex, depending on which card you choose to use. Now, if you wanted to get another $40 off of this already amazing sale price, you might want to apply for our HSN card this weekend, because that is our thank you to you. With your first purchase, after you get approved for that card, you can take $40 towards whatever first purchase you would like, even if it's on sale like this. So it is really amazing and very impressive, Rebecca. I'm gonna try to show everybody how you can see. I mean, it tells you right here when to stop, when to start. You can pause, you can do all the things. You can even, at some point, if you wanted to, we're vacuuming everywhere, but you could go ahead and just send it right back to the gas station, right?
Yeah, anytime with the press of the button, you could say, go back home. And you could pick and choose your rooms too. So if I was a little messy at dinner time and maybe I spilled some coffee grinds or salt, I can hit kitchen, because it's our eye mapping that you're getting for the very first time. Meaning every time it goes and cleans my house, it maps my house, mapping every single square inch that it is cleaned. And then I go in and name the areas: dining room, kitchen, living room, kitchenette. I've got the hallway. And then if you need to clean on demand, you can hit any room or go. It's already finished this area, so I'm gonna start again, because one of the questions we get a lot is, okay, can I use this on upper levels? Will it fall down the stairs? No, it will not fall down the stairs. What is gonna happen is we have this cliff detect sensor. So you see that it notices there's a drop off here, a stair, it backs away. It still cleans all the way up, but it's not going to fall off. And you can use the same robot for your main area and the upstairs.
Yeah.
So it maps my downstairs, but I can take the same robot, bring it upstairs, hit the clean button. It cleans the entire upstairs for me. I'm getting 7.5 days back, Callie.
Oh, that is so exciting, Rebecca. I mean, seriously.
What I like to tell people.
Go ahead.
Pardon me?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, and I think you will really speak to this too, when you're the caregiver in the family, when you are the one in charge of cleaning, taking care of your family, so often you're the last person to take care of yourself, right? And for me, that was the case. I was spending 90 minutes every 3 days cleaning the house. If I could tell you to get one thing for yourself this year, one thing that will make a huge impact on your sanity, on your time, it's going to be this robot.
I know, it's such a treat, and it's a treat you deserve. I mean, at a certain point, you're like, how much harder can I work in this lifetime, right? And if that's something that can be just taken off the list, then take it off the list. We start prorating what you're paying per day based on owning this for, years and it doing the job. And you can schedule it to do it every day or every 2 days. You can schedule the time that it does its vacuuming. So it's really a convenience. I'm gonna just show you really quickly, I'm just gonna send that Roomba over there home to its, what I call the gas station, because it's not just recharging now. Watch this, it'll take a moment. It'll do its final little, clean up around the little area that it might be in, but it will then come eventually around and it will send itself right up onto that little platform, and it's not just charging. This is the thing that just blows my mind. It is literally emptying the canister. So it has a mind of its own. Trust me, it doesn't go in the same directions or patterns that you and I do, but it knows what it's doing, and it is really intelligent technology. This is like the day of the Jetsons has arrived. And watch this, as it picks up its final little tidbit, I saw one more crumb there, it will decide, okay, and realize it turns around and it heads back to get recharged and emptied, so it's fresh and ready to go the next time. It's pretty amazing that we get to do these at all, much less at a significant sale price. This is a big savings. Obviously, it's a high technology, so it's an expensive item in retail. But we and Roomba for years have worked together, and when we get to launch a new model like this one to you at a price like this, it's really our treat and our pleasure. And now, see, it's emptying the canister. Okay, why is that giving me such a thrill right now? I mean, just to know you don't have to touch that dirt ever again. The canister is now clean and ready to go for its next round of cleanup, Rebecca. This is a treat
yes, I know.
Every one of us deserves.
And you don't have to touch any dirt or grime or debris or dust. It's going to do it all for you. Here's one of my favorite things. What you're seeing is our leg follow. So when I used to use my upright, I would have to remove all of these chairs, vacuum, then move them back. Do you see how it's actually moving itself all the way around each of the legs, the table, the chairs, with those extra long bristles that we have, that edge sweeping brush, it gets up almost underneath the legs. So you're cleaning every square inch of your house. Now, you were seeing it earlier kind of move in a like a circular motion. If you ever see it doing that, what it's doing is using our dirt detect system. Our robot is making dozens of decisions every single second. So that dirt detect means it's detecting with its sensor, hey, there's some more dirt here. I'm gonna stay here until it's 100% clean, and then it will move on. So when I tell you I'm 46, my eyes are not as great as they used to be. I could not always see all that dirt or that grime or the dust, but now I know that my Roomba does. So when I tell you my floors are the cleanest they have ever been, I mean it. And not only floors, one of the parts of our patented 3-stage system in cleaning is that high efficiency filter. That's so important because that's going to get rid of 99.9% of dust, pollen, all of the things that just make us feel yucky and miserable. This is it right here. One of the tips that I've learned is you can take it out, just kind of pound it out. It's going to keep it longer. Here are those bristles. This is why even a high profile carpet, they work together to bring it up from that high pile carpet up into the actual vacuum. But what do you see here? No bristles, meaning you'll never have to clean the vacuum brush again. I don't know what gets caught in there, but you're never going to have to take that scissors out and clean it. And then a real quick look at the bin. Love it because the bin is washable, so it can be as clean as you want it to be. And all I had to do was just the press of the button.
I tell
but
you
the
what,
magic is that
this
gorgeous
is the best,
robot.
This is the best thing ever. I remember years ago when we first started selling these at HSN, I sent one to my grandparents. I figured, you know what, they were at the time, they were in their 70s. I think they've worked hard enough their whole lives that the last thing they need to do at this point is vacuuming. I remember I sent them, and they felt like, oh, this is too much. And then they were like, Callie, best gift ever. It was such a treat for them. So I really do hope you can treat yourself or treat a mom or a dad or a grandma and a grandpa. It is, what a great wedding gift this would make too. It does all the work none of us want to do. None of us like to vacuum. This, you don't have to do anything except maybe either touch a button or just bend over and hit the top of that. It depends on if you get it with or without the cleaning base, but the base is really cool. That is like whole new world because nowhere, never again will you have to touch a bit of the dirt. Here is what you do to self, this canister as you Rebecca just showed us, it's right here. That's what comes off so you can empty it. But if you get the one with the cleaning base, look at what is up top here. This is basically one of these little bags that all the dirt goes into. It fills it up until it's full, and then you can exchange it for another one. But this is the beauty. All the dirt ends up in the canister right here, not in your fingers, and it houses all the dirt until you're ready to say goodbye to it. Once again, I'm gonna come down here just to show you, one touch away, or actually it's two, 1, 2, and it will start. And it will move from room to room. It has clip sensing technology, so it doesn't go tumbling down if you've got, you know, 2 different levels in a living room or stairs between, you know, upstairs and downstairs. It doesn't go tumbling. A lot of your pets, you know, we do love our pets, but they do leave behind their, you know, their fur, their hair, their kitty litter, their feeding trays. But I tell you what, they love it. They fall in love with the Roomba. We hear so many stories, Rebecca, of animals, cats and dogs that like sit on top of it and go for a ride. And people name their Roombas because it's kind of part of the family now.
Oh, it is. It's my best friend. I'm always like, I have my best friend cleaning my house for me. And they're like, you have the best friend in the world. I'm like, yeah, and she does it every single day. I love it. And you know what? I have probably the scaredest dog in the whole wide world. And yes, it doesn't bother her at all. I want to show you what it's doing right now, which is really cool. Remember, we have eye mapping. It's first time ever. What it's doing is every time it goes and it's cleaning, it's mapping my house. So this is a light we're actually using for our show today. It's not typically there. Do you see how it's like, wait, I usually clean here, but now it's going to clean all the areas it can. There's that leg follow technology. And now it will say the next time, hey, there was something here. So I know that there's something not typically here. I'm going to check again. So it's constantly changing. You add furniture, you take away furniture. It's constantly remapping your home. I'm going to come down here, as you can see that, so you can see our map system. See, I've named them all. So my kids were a little messy during craft time. I can go and I can say, clean family room. And just with the press the button, I hit it, put clean.
Oh,
it's going to
so
go, it's going to
cool.
clean the family room. Isn't that amazing? And then I want to show you one more thing that is so cool. When I go to history here, and then I'm going to go to a full one, I want to show you something. It shows... it says complete clean. See, it even tells me all of the times that I've cleaned, the cleaning time, the charging time, the pause time. It reads everything.
It's amazing that it can house all of that the history, so you can kind of, you know, train it to do what you want it to do. And it gives you the options to schedule it. I mean, it really is it's very advanced. Now, if you don't want to get techie, don't worry, you can still hit a button and it will do what you want it to do without talking back, without asking for overtime. And it will do it every day. You could do it twice a day if you wanted to. I love that you can kind of tell it, go to the family room, because you know that's where all of the mess was left after a project kind of day. Whatever it is, however you live your life, just take this task off the list forever and forever, because it's going to do it for you. Always. It's just the most incredible product. And this particular model, this is the i3. This is, as we've said, 10 times more suction than the 600 series models, which were previously the iRobot Roomba most high-end models. But this is the most high-end at this point, at a sale price of either $100 off without the clean base, or $150 off with the clean base. We are down to our final several hundred of each. This has aired a couple of times over the last couple of days, and it is well deserved at a time where the summer is going to be here before you know it, and you don't want to be inside cleaning. You don't want to be inside cleaning anytime, much less on a beautiful summer day. So let it do the hard work, whether it's for you, your family, your pets, for everybody. It will do the job. And Rebecca, again, thank you for joining us for this. I am just thrilled that it's the latest, the greatest Roomba, not something from last year's technology on sale.
Yes, and I can't tell you how really, truly life-changing it is for me. I no longer have to try to battle doing homework, making dinner, and cleaning the floors. 7.5 full days it's giving me back this year. And when you are the caregiver, when you're the main person cleaning your house, I can't tell you what a relief it is to get that time back. Like I said, I read a book. First time in probably 5 years, I was able to read a book. So go and enjoy your life and let Roomba do the best cleaning you've ever seen. As you said, it's like hiring somebody, but every single day I come home single day to clean floors.
That's what it is. Well, Rebecca, thank you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and happy Easter to you.